The video explores the legality of asking masked law enforcement officers, such as ICE agents, for their identification. It breaks down when and how it's appropriate to do this, and the potential legal consequences of such actions. In today's video, we will discuss what the law says about inquiring masked officers for their ID, when you directly interact with them, how it applies when you're just a bystander, and important points to remember. The most important part of interacting with law enforcement is understanding the legal boundaries, especially when dealing with masked officers. There is no universal law prohibiting asking a masked ICE agent for identification. It largely depends on the situation. If you are directly involved in an interaction with law enforcement, it's generally acceptable and often advisable to ask for their identification to ensure you're dealing with an authorized agent. The context, such as whether you are the subject of the encounter or a bystander, plays a crucial role. If you are the focus of an ICE interaction, it's reasonable to request identification. This not only helps you ensure that you are dealing with a legitimate officer, but also clarifies the authority and nature of their actions. For bystanders, the situation changes. Interaction can sometimes be seen as interference or obstruction of justice, which could potentially lead to legal issues. It's critical to be cautious and not impede law enforcement activities. Now let's test your understanding. Here's a question. Is there a blanket prohibition against asking a masked officer for their identification? Your options are yes, no, only for ICE officers. It depends on the situation. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is no. There is no blanket prohibition against asking an officer for identification, though this depends on the context and the specifics of your involvement. To summarize, if you are directly involved in an ICE interaction, it's reasonable to ask for ID. As a bystander, you must be cautious to avoid any legal issues like obstruction of justice. Finally, keep in mind that local laws and regulations will greatly influence the legality of such actions. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found it informative. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to leave a comment below.